We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Anthony Kay gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Off for the Yankees, the designated hitter.
All set for the start of the inning. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Mickey Mantle, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
This is exactly what you want to do when you've gone down by 2 runs. Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning and gets them going with a double. Now if they can scratch a run or 2 across this inning, they'll be right back in this one.
At the plate, Eddie Matthews. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Third baseman, Eddie.
A runner at second,
Matthews.
nobody out.
Hey, get your pitch right up there, huh? Let's go, kid.
Grounded back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Mickey Mantle. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
And now a pitch on the way. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Next will be the designated hitter, Mickey Mantle, and their runners at the corners now.
Mickey Mantle.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 1-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Find me a barrel right here.
Back.
Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily.
Hey, one time, right now.
3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! Looking up is Hernandez, and that one is gone! So a 3-run blast to deep center here. 34 home runs now on the year, as it is now 7-3. Digging in once again, Mickey Mantle. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Line drive to left. Carter is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Yankees 12, the Jays 4. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mickey Mantle. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Mickey Mantle.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Goodbye, home run. A solo shot down the line in right. His second of the game as this lead got even wider. Stepping into the box, Mickey Mantle. 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far. Having quite the game.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And he fouls this one off.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch and let it rip. Let's go.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Count is 2-1.
As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a...
Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake. Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
20-6, the final in this one this evening. The Yankees pushed across an incredible 20 runs in the ballgame. Lefty Grove records the victory, his 13th of the year. Anthony Kay allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Jacob Waguespack is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
See it up, drive it right back up the box. Let's go.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Carter is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. At the plate, Lou Gehrig. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So stepping in, Willie Mays, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Minoso on second. Gehrig on at first with 2 down. Hit the other way out toward right field.
Dig.
Grichuk is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Jays lead it 3-2.
Right here,
next for New York, Lou Gehrig. A fly out and a single for him so far.
Gehrig.
Wait for your pitch. Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball well outside. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Gehrig is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one.
Come on, big guy.
The 1-1. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. In there, 2-2. First and second now, one man out. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time right here.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Ripped down the first base line.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Hey, put one in the gap right
Standing in,
Now
Willie
batting.
Mays, as
Number
he's got a
24.
chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Hey, be patient. Stay back.
The 0-1 delivery. Takes this the other way to right.
Go, go,
That
go,
gets
go, go.
down. He's
Come
got
on, find
himself
it,
a
find
base
it,
hit.
find it.
1 run is scored. And a relay to the plate. Throw won't get him.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Dero. After being down by 1, big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Striding into the box, Eddie Matthews. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here now the 2-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2.
Get out.
One there. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees 4, the Blue Jays 3. Coming to the plate now, Lou
next
Gehrig.
is Yankee.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Lou Gehrig.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Here comes the 0-1. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't.
High and deep to straightaway right. Looking up is the right fielder. And that baby's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 68 now as he draws ever closer. And this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
The crowd was hoping and praying he'd go down. Then he quiets him in a hurry with 1 swing of the bat. And more importantly than quieting the crowd, it gives his guys the lead. That's what we call timely production by a big-time power hitter.
New inning set to get underway. Ready for another chance. Lou Gehrig. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Get your pitch and drive it. Let's go, big dog.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hey, like you can right there.
The 1-1 home is taken for
Yep,
ball
that
2.
ball went out. That's ball 3.
3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Hit hard to the right side.
beat
Way
it out,
to
beat
get
it out.
dirty. It's in time.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You gotta be kidding me. Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first 2 of this 3-game series, playing for the sweep tomorrow.
8-5 today. The New York Yankees put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Ron Guidry earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Christy Mathewson hammers down the save, his 24th on the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 8 runs on 12 hits. 1 error, they left 19 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 5 runs on 9 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. So the Bronx Bombers attempt to break out the brooms against their first place division rivals right after this. Thomas Hatch gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
It's not easy as a rookie to go out there and establish yourself, get the off-speed pitches over, and just try to be the same pitcher that you were in the minor leagues. And one of the big keys, not get ahead of yourself.
Striding in, Lou Gehrig. He comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
A ball and no strikes. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax. Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is the left fielder. And that baby's gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 69 as he creeps closer. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
So coming to the plate, Lou Gehrig. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
And you can see why this team is in first place in the division. A solid ball club with good hitting and good pitching, and it's always key when you're playing interdivision squads.
The Yanks had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
This one isn't.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 3, the Jays nothing.
Welcome back as the Blue Jays look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. Coming into this one, they find themselves last in the league in runs scored, and a big part of that has to do with their lack of home run production, a category where they also rank dead last. In talking to a member of the front office, he acknowledged how important home runs are to scoring runs in today's sport, and that they simply haven't done a good.
Lou Gehrig will stand in again. But first, we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on.
Baby. See it up, drive it.
And the pitch. Hit hard towards center.
Get out.
Round it, find the ball.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as that graphic shows us, he currently leads the Yankees in that category. Digging in to try it again, Willie Mays.
Number 24.
Gehrig leads off first with 1 away. Little flare out to left. In there, a base hit.
Make the turn, find the ball.
And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Into the box now, Lou Gehrig. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Lou.
First offering on its way. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap.
You got it. Go two. Go
Around
two.
first, digging for 2. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Digging in and looking for more, Willie Mays. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
The batter, the third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the 2nd walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Don Mattingly will bat next. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Mattingly.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
3 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Sent out to straightaway center field.
Get halfway here.
Giving chase is Hernandez. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in now for the Yankees, Ernie Banks. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Ernie Banks.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Yanks strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Now at the plate, Lou Gehrig. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but
a dive, and he knocks it down.
Come on.
On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play.
well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
5-2 the final today. The New York Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Catfish Hunter gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 17 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.